Hey guys, what's up? Today's video is going to be a little bit different from what I normally do, but I kind of thought this was important to put on my channel for any of you that were interested. Now, of course, you've already clicked on this video, you've already read the title, you know what it's going to be about. I just want to put a disclaimer on this to begin with. I am by no means attacking anyone throughout this video. I'm personally giving all of my own opinions. They are my opinion for the sole reason that they've happened to me and they are my experience. So I just want to get that out there to begin with. I don't know how many of you are going to agree with me and how many of you aren't, but these are facts from my experience, so yes. Okay, I just needed to put that out there first. So I discovered LIMECRIME while I was in college, and the reason that I actually came across LIMECRIME was because I'd seen a campaign they had put out. You guys will probably remember it. It's where they had like the blonde, straight bangs kind of thing. I'd seen that campaign and I was in school for photography and I just fell in love with it. At that time, I was like really into wearing pink lipstick, and it was really hard to find like a good pastel pink. And I don't mean like hot pink, like I mean pastel pink, like what you guys normally see me wear in my videos. So it was really, really hard to find that. So when I found LIMECRIME, I was of course just like floored because they had Great Pink Planet, and I was just like, oh my god. And this is Great Pink Planet. It is used to the bone. There's still some product in there, so I haven't fully thrown it out yet. At that time, I also ordered the lilac. I was 100% impressed. There was nothing wrong with them. I was floored. Like, I was really impressed with the product that I had gotten. So, I mean, up until then, I didn't really pay attention to any of the controversy that was going on with LIMECRIME in those earlier days, though they weren't as big of things as what has recently happened. I'm sure we've all read everything that you can find online. Obviously, if you were to search boycott LIMECRIME, or if you were to search any, like, you know, the hashtags, even just a simple Google search, you could find a million different opinions. I read everything. So I read from the repackaging stuff to just the way that their company was contacting people. I read it all. So knowing that, you need to know that, like, going into this video, that I did read everything and I've heard everyone else's opinions. But at the end of the day, we're entitled to our own and we're entitled to do as we please. So the security breach happened and I personally wasn't affected, but I did order during that time where the security breach happened. Lucky for me, I paid with PayPal. I always use PayPal. It's just safe and kind of saves you the hassle down the road if anything were to happen. Very, very sad to hear that a lot of people were affected and had a lot of money taken from them. I'm not by no means just like disregarding that, but because it didn't affect me personally, I was like, you know what, this is the first time where I've actually experienced something that has gone wrong with LIMECRIME, and I'm sure there are 100 of you out there that this was like the first experience, and I'm sure there are 100 of you out there that experienced a lot of other things that had happened previously. But shit happens, you know. I mean, a company that large should have their shit under control and should be on top of that kind of stuff. But that being said, I really wanted to get cashmere, and I had been wanting cashmere ever since it came out, and it had been sold out so many times, and I was like, alright, it sucks, that security breach, but I was like, I'm gonna give them one more chance. I'm by no means saying she is a bad person, like a bad individual, because I don't know her, and I haven't had those things said to me. What I've seen her say to other people and reply with, I'm pretty disgusted with. If you're supporting a company, that company should be giving you their 100%. So, I was bummed. Did it mean to me that the product wasn't great? No, it didn't. So I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna buy cashmere, and that's probably gonna be it. I wanted the color. Since then, a jillion colors have come out that are better. But, you know, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get it, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up picking up 2 of the LIMECRIME velveteens in cashmere. I got one for myself and I got one for my best friend Elizabeth. I think these came to like $45 with shipping, so I gave them the benefit of the doubt. A lot of people didn't give her the benefit of the doubt. A lot of people didn't give her a second chance, and I'm like, you know what? Do you? So I received my LIMECRIME velveteen, super excited. I'm gonna be inserting a lot of pictures right over here so that you can see, instead of me swatching on video, you'll be able to see the pictures. I think that'll do it better justice. This is me swatching the velveteen on my hand for the first time. And I was like, why does this look so brown? I was really confused. Okay, I don't know if you can tell in this picture, but that shit looks like Salem more than it does cashmere. And I was so confused because I was like, oh, is this just in the wrong packaging? I opened both of them No, the sticker said cashmere. I was so confused. I did what any normal person would do. I went to all the tagged cashmere photos on Instagram. I went through LimeCrime's Instagram and I saw the pictures that they had reposted, and I was like, what? I was like, mine is sincerely was like a brown lipstick. Here's a picture of me wearing cashmere because my friend Jen said try it on. It might be a little bit less brown, so I tried it on. You can see still frickin' brown. And I'm not gonna wear brown lipstick. Like, I am not going to do it. You've never seen me wear brown lipstick, so I couldn't even be like, oh, it's okay. Because no, like, I wanted that gray beige lip. This is brown. So as any one person would do, I decided to email LimeCrime, and I had heard that it was very, very hard to get a reply back from LimeCrime, or it had taken people a long time to hear back. So I wasn't impressed. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna take so long. So I basically said to them, I'm just reading off my computer, I said that I was writing in regards to the 2 velveteens that I had picked, and I am unfortunately very disappointed in the product I received. I was very much excited to receive these, but they did not match up to the standards I thought. Firstly, the color of mine is drastically off. I'm not sure if this was an odd batch. Again, giving them the benefit of the doubt that maybe it just was an odd batch. I said mine was more close to Salem, and then I included the swatch on my lips, and then a swatch next to a photo they posted of cashmere. I said, thank you so much for your help. Yes, I was very polite in my email, and I got a reply back the next day, which I know will bug a lot of people because a lot of people didn't. So I'm kind of just like, are they not replying to the people that are really angry? Who knows? So my reply back was, hi Tasha, I'm very sorry to hear you're disappointed in the color. I would normally offer to reship you replacements. However, the color we have in stock will be the same color you have there. What? I can say that some swatches can look different on each skin tone and computer monitor. Basically, they said, would you like to send it back for a refund? Blah, blah, blah. I would have to just mail it back to them, which is ridiculous. Like, understandable if swatches by other people are not the same color, but the swatch on their website, which I'm going to put a swatch from their website right here, and I'm going to put the pictures of what I received right here. That is not the same. And a lot of people that I've seen on the LimeCrime Instagram wearing it, etc., are very pale girls. So it's not like I'm comparing to a tan skin girl, to my ghostly self. Look at this, I need a tan. So I decided to send a second email because I actually forgot to mention a lot of stuff in my first email because I had written quite the paragraph and I had forgot to include it. So this time I said, hi Emma, I also forgot to mention that both velveteens seem to be missing a lot of product. A little more than 1/4 of each is missing from both of the bottles. Attached is image 004 showing after 1 use. Put that right there. And then image 005 is an unopened bottle right here. An unopened package has that little product in it. That is not worth what a LimeCrime Velveteen costs. That would not be, I don't care if it's LimeCrime, if it's L'Oreal, no. I'm not paying for something that is missing product. I don't understand that. One more thing if I can just quickly throw into you. This is my cashmere, okay? This is how much product should obviously be in a LimeCrime. This is where it is at. This is an unopened velveteen. And also, it has started to separate. There is now a watery liquid sitting on top. So on top of it being a quarter empty, not being true to color, it has also started to separate. I just needed to rant. I needed to get this off of my chest because this isn't fair. When I order from a company, I want to get what I'm buying because I am taking my own hard-earned money and I am giving it to you. So I would like to receive not only a quality product, I would also like to receive a complete, full product, and I would also like to receive the product that I ordered. So as it is right now, I am obviously waiting for a second email from them. All I expect is they're gonna tell me to mail it back to them and they'll probably just give me my money back. It's embarrassing because that doesn't solve any of the issues. Those issues shouldn't exist in your company. I shouldn't be complaining about something like that. I'm pretty easygoing. I'm pretty easy to please. I don't ask for much. I just ask for what I ordered. And I've heard from other people, their bottles are also empty. They have also separated. I haven't really heard much about the color, but shit, that is freaking brown, guys. It's brown. I think I am one of the few that gave LimeCrime a second chance. I mean, if you guys are watching this video and you haven't been affected by LimeCrime, take this into consideration just because you know, I really was rooting for them to come back around, and now that I've personally seen it up close and personal, I'm not happy. And I just want to say once again, I am not making this video to attack lime crime or to attack anyone associated with lime crime or anyone that loves lime crime. I am just here sharing with you guys my opinion because this channel is my life. It is about my life and it is about my thoughts. So I just thought that I would put those out there to you. If you guys have any other experiences, put them down in the comments. I'd love to read them. I love to hear. I mean, if you have good experiences, put them down. I want to hear it. I want to hear if they've been good to you. I also want to hear if what you got wasn't what you expected. No fighting down below, guys, because that's not what this is. This isn't a controversial video. It's just me telling you guys what I think, which is super important. I think I watch a lot of YouTubers because I value their opinions and I want to hear what they have to say. So that's why this video exists, because I want you guys to know that I'm not happy with lime crime anymore. And I don't think that anyone should be spending their money on something that is not worth what you're paying for. You know, I'm just so frustrated, guys. Like, god damn. Ranting helps. This is like one of my first kind of like ranty videos, but I'm glad that I got this off my chest. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like rant videos like this, let me know down below too. I got a lot I could talk about. Like, I can get passionate about some things, let me tell ya. Other than that, I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.